Hello, I'm Catherine Dolan, the Indiana Supreme Court Chief Public Information Officer. This is Indiana Court Times, our magazine and blog for judicial communications. And I am so pleased to welcome today Judge Jaime Oss of LaPorte County. Judge Oss, welcome. As the Superior Court One judge, you were elected in 2020, and you have hit the ground running.
It is very, very, very busy. We have a very heavy criminal docket. And I have a heavy civil docket as well. So I do pretty much everything from criminal to family law to car crashes. All those kinds of cases come to Superior One.
Like many judges and lawyers, you were drawn to the profession to help people. That seems like that's your foundation, your fundamental basis for being a lawyer. Am I categorizing that correctly?
I had parents who grew up, helping people in the community.
You thought for a split second about joining the medical field. Sounds like that wasn't for you.
I did. I thought actually for a long time that I wanted to be a pediatrician until I got to college. And chemistry was not really my friend. And I really did not want to take organic chemistry. And so I thought that there was something else out there for me. And went and worked for my dad that first summer after my freshman year in college. And I absolutely loved the law. And I realized that was where I belonged.
Good. So now in another life, it sounds like you might be a real estate mogul. You're one of those folks that loves HGTV and you would buy up houses and rehab things if you could. In the alternate universe, that would be your profession?
It would be. I have always been fascinated by homes. Even when I was little, we would just driving down the road, I would see houses that were run down and thought, someday maybe I could fix that.
In terms of advice that you would give maybe to colleagues or in this case, I may just say to working parents who are extremely busy and find those times where it's like you need another hour in the day and you don't have it. But upon reflection, which we asked the judges to do as part of the sidebar piece, you had a specific piece of advice as it relates to parenting now that your kids are just a little bit older. Can you give us that piece of advice?
Sure. I think it boils down to don't wish it away. Don't take it for granted. My kids are getting older now. My twins are 12, going to be 13. My oldest is going to be 16 in a couple of weeks. And I miss those days when they were little. It was very chaotic when they were little. The twins were born when Drew was about 3. And so I just remember thinking, if they were only older, if they were only more self-sufficient, it would be a little bit easier. And now, I would probably give anything to have those days back and be able to actually enjoy that time instead of just getting through it.
Great advice. Thank you so much, Judge Oss. It was a pleasure to get to know you a little bit better. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for joining us for this edition of Court Times Sidebar. You can learn more about the Indiana judiciary at courts.in.gov.